want to talk about buying puts and making money both ways. So let's first talk about buying puts. So today I'm going to use PayPal, ticker symbol PYPL, to take you guys through this video. Again, keep in mind everything I'm showing you here is just examples to show you guys how these things work. So let's go into the options here for PayPal, and let's first start by talking about just puts in general. Right, so let's switch over to puts here, and I'm on buy. So let's say I wanted to buy a put on PayPal. Let's say I wanted to buy a put at the $79 strike. So remember, buying puts is a bearish strategy. What that means is that I want the stock to drop in price so that I can make money. If the stock rises in price, generally I'm going to lose money, which of course is a pretty big problem. So, and we can see this here, right? We can see, the fact that if, the share price of PayPal starts to go up, I am going to start to lose money. But if it goes down in price, I will make money here. So let's actually go over to option strat to just quickly visually take a look at what a regular long put looks like here. So let's go over to option strat. I'll put a link to option strat in the description below as well. And let's go to build here. And let's just go under basic. We'll go to long put here. So here we are on PayPal. And again, the expiration date I chose was next Friday, January 27th. And I said, let's say I wanted to buy put at the $79 strike again. So we can take a look here visually at what this looks like. So I would pay $156 for this trade. That would also be my max loss. Max profit about $7,700. So basically I can keep making more and more money as long as PayPal falls to zero. When it falls to zero, it can't go down anymore. So it would cap my profit at that. According to option strat, my chance of profit is 34%, and we have our break even. So again, we want the share price to go down. This is where we're going to make money. If share price goes up, you can see we will lose money here, right? Up until $156 because that's our max loss. So again, the big problem here is that if PayPal's share price explodes, then we will be losing money. So what if we could still buy puts, right? Still do something like this where we can buy a put, make money to the downside, keep making more and more as long as PayPal keeps dropping, but also be able to make money to the upside so that in case PayPal does end up going the opposite direction, instead of losing money, we are still able to make money. Well, we can do this, and here's how we do it. So let's go back here to Robinhood, and now let's talk about this right here. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're still going to buy our put like we normally would. So let's actually just leave this here, okay? We're still going to end up buying a put here. And in fact, the first thing we're going to do differently here, though, is that we're actually going to buy another put as well. And we're actually going to buy the exact same put again. So the same strike, same expiration. So instead of just buying one put here, I'm going to go ahead and buy another put. So we're basically going to be buying two of these puts. And again, I'll show you guys how to modify the quantity of these that you want so that, instead of just buying one of these, we can buy two here. I'll show you that in a second. So that's the first thing we're going to do is we're going to buy two of these instead of just one. But we're still buying puts here. We're still going to be able to make money to the downside. But now we're actually going to do something else as well here. This is the very important part because if you don't do this correctly, this is not going to work. So what we're going to do here is we're also going to sell a put as well. So let's switch over to sell now because right now we're buying. So let's switch over to sell. So now we're also going to be selling a put here. And we're going to be selling a put that has a higher strike than the strike of the puts that we're buying. So the strike of the puts that we're buying is 79. So this put that we're going to sell should have a higher strike price. So it's going to be one of these options above it here. But here again is where it's very important that you listen very carefully here. It's very important because we're going to be selling a put. When you sell a put, you receive a credit, right? You don't pay debit, you receive a credit. So it's very important that the credit that we get from selling our put here is greater than the debit that we're going to pay for both of our puts here. And so you do need to do a little bit of math here. So again, we're going to be buying 2 of these puts. Now, one put costs $160. So if I buy 2, that's going to cost $320. So now I want to make sure that I'm selling a put that's going to give me more than $320 in credit. So if I were to sell this put, it's not going to work because I'm only going to get $205 in credit. That's not more than $320. This will not work because I'm only going to get $266. The first one that's going to work is this one right here because I'm going to get $335 in credit and I'm only paying $320 for the puts that I'm buying. So I'm getting a higher credit than the debit that I'm paying for the 2 puts that I'm going to buy. And so that's very important that we do that because ultimately we want to enter this for a credit here. So I'm going to go ahead and sell this put here. And then remember, we have to come up here now, go to custom, and remember, we want to buy 2 puts, not just 1. So here's where you change the quantity. So we're going to go ahead and do 2 here. So again, very important that we're entering for a credit, that we're getting paid to enter this trade. Now, of course, if you're entering for a credit, that means you're going to have to put up collateral here, right? So for this example, we'd have to put up $300 in collateral here. And you can already see, right, just looking at this P&L chart, that we're now also going to be able to make money to the upside here. But let's actually go over to option strat and visually take a look at this. So let's go to a new tab here in option strat and let's go to build. And again, we'll just start off with long put here. So let's go to PYPL, PayPal, and then our expiration was January 27th. And then again, we were buying 1 put at the $79 strike. So I said, okay, now we're going to go ahead and buy another put here, same strike, same expiration. So let's just do 2 here. And then I said, okay, now we also want to sell a put with a higher strike where the credit that we're going to receive is greater than the debit that we're paying for these 2 puts. So again, we're paying around $312 for these 2 puts. We want to sell a put that's going to give us a credit higher than $312. And so as we saw, the first one that met that criteria was the put at the $82 strike. So sell put at the 82, we only want 1 here. And so this is what this trade would look like here. And this is what it should look like right here. So again, we're entering for a credit, $31. Very important that you enter for a credit. You can potentially create this where you enter for a debit. You don't want to do that because otherwise you're not going to be able to make money both ways. Our max loss is $269. Max profit, $7,600. Chance of profit is 51% according to option strat. And then we have our break evens here. So at expiration, I want PayPal to either be below 76.31 or above 81.69. And as you can see, we can make money both ways now. Now on the upside, the most that we can make is going to be whatever the credit is we received. So since we received $31 in credit, that's the most we can make on the upside, which is still better than losing money, right? So now if Friday comes and PayPal has gone up, 5%, instead of me losing most of my money, I'm actually going to make $31, right? Instead of, where you buy a put and PayPal goes up 5% and you lose all of your debit here, now over here, we can actually still make money as long as it moves up enough, right? You don't want it to just trade sideways or else you're still going to lose money. But if it does go to the upside a bit, we can now make money as well. Now, on the downside, it's going to be very similar to, where you're buying a put over here. Over here, right, we can make $7,700 to the downside. We'll make more and more as long as it goes to 0. Over here, it's pretty close, right? $7,600. Again, we'll make more and more as long as PayPal continues to drop all the way down to $0. As you can see, it keeps increasing as we go down. So that's pretty nice there. Now, the other thing I want to mention here is we can close out of this at any time. So you don't have to let it expire. You don't have to wait until the expiration date. You can close out at any point in time here, whenever you feel comfortable closing out. And the last thing, of course, is changes in implied volatility. So what happens when IV changes? This is very important. So look at what happens when IV starts to go down here. Notice that it does change quite a bit. If IV goes up, notice that it also changes it quite a bit. So you should always be prepared to, potentially have something look different here if IV changes as well. So always very important to look at that. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time.